Toyota has named Koji Sato as its new president.
Seeing the Lexus president to become the new CEO.
のクラウン、日本の歴史に重ね合わせれば、それは明治維新です。ご覧ください。新しい時代の幕開けです。
Then go and buy a new car.
Toyota.
Warranty. I like the maintenance agreement. Pretty good job. Products and features of the vehicle.
Creative family. Recently, CEO of Japanese automaker Toyota has claimed that their new engine is going to disrupt the automobile industry and will end the EV market. In this video, I'll help you understand what cutting-edge technology Toyota has been able to manufacture or produce that they're claiming to end the EV market. Toyota is making a new recipe in their garage. We are not talking about any ordinary vehicle. We are talking about a brand new and a revolutionary hydrogen vehicle. So you may have heard about the Mirai, the hydrogen-powered Toyota vehicle that uses fuel cell to generate electricity. But now, this time, Toyota has come up with something completely different. They're calling it hydrogen combustion engine. This technology could be a game changer in the automotive industry. Unlike the other car manufacturers that have gone all electric, Toyota has taken a different route altogether. But is it about being different? No, but it's about being better. So let's dive in and understand that how exactly Toyota's new hydrogen combustion engine will work and what impact will it lead to the industry. We all know that the planet is in a bit of a pickle, and according to globalcitizen.org, the transportation industry is contributing around 15% of the total carbon emission, which is huge. It's not a secret that traditional combustion engine have been a major contributor to the pollution problem, and which is why we see a lot of traction getting in towards the electric car.
Are having a moment.
The demand for electric vehicles is booming worldwide.
Electric cars are not the only solution, some might argue, and Toyota is among them. Now let's just enter Toyota's new branch and its diversified carbon neutrality approach, the hydrogen combustion engine. We all know hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe, and it has the highest specific energy density when we compare it with any non-nuclear power source. It's exhaust-free and non-toxic, and it can be created using many sources. It can be stored indefinitely and can be shipped relatively easily. Millions of tons of hydrogen are produced and used without incident every year. It's already been used as a power source in buildings, electric cars, forklifts, ships, and trains. So what's the deal with hydrogen engines? Well, they have longer ranges and they don't need to be charged like electric cars. And the only byproduct that comes out of the exhaust pipe is water. That's right, no harmful pollutants. Now you might be wondering how it all works. All hydrogen engines use fuel cells which convert hydrogen into electricity. It's like a magic, but there's a science behind it. So for Toyota, it's not a new beginning. Toyota has started cutting down on its fossil fuel powered vehicles back in year 1997 when it first rolled out its Prius. They have been on the eco-friendly train for a while, but they are not the only one. Automakers all over the world are working to create environmentally friendly using either solar, electrical or hydrogen power. It's not just about saving the planet, it's about providing energy security and improving air quality with minimizing the environmental impact. And once produced, hydrogen is also efficient and cost effective to distribute. Most of the new hydrogen refueling stations can create hydrogen on site using electrolysis as a process, which uses 100% renewable surplus energy. And the best part is, these stations are containerized and only require water and power to operate. Water is supplied on green tariffs, or at some station it is sold directly from the solar or wind. Toyota has now claimed to have created a new way of harnessing the power of hydrogen. Their engineering team recently showed off their Corolla Cross H2 concept, a new prototype car with a hydrogen combustion engine. Toyota has been working on a new car with a hydrogen combustion engine, different from the fuel cell technology that powers its last hydrogen power, the Toyota Mirai. The concept of powering an internal combustion engine with hydrogen is not a new one. One of the pioneers in the game was German automaker BMW, which introduced 750HL back in year 2002, followed by Hydrogen 7 in year 2007. BMW Hydrogen 7 was based on a traditional gasoline-powered 6-liter V12 engine with some modification to burn hydrogen as well as gasoline. So it was a dual fuel engine. And just to make it even more cooler, only 100 of these bad boys were ever produced by BMW. But it had some downsides as well. For a starter, it was highly flammable, so you might think twice before lighting a match anywhere near a hydrogen-powered car. It is also difficult to process and store, which can be a bit of a headache. And let's not forget about nitrous oxide, which is emitted during the combustion process. While it may not be as bad as carbon monoxide, it is still considered as pollutant by EPA. That is is where Toyota comes in. Well, Toyota believes that there is currently no single solution for reducing vehicle emission or meeting customer transportation needs. Toyota thinks it's all about delivering a right vehicle to the right place at the right time. So the company has made investments in all areas in order to meet immediate, medium-term and long-term needs throughout the world. And that is where hydrogen comes in, forming an integral part of Toyota's Beyond Zero campaign. And they are planning with their H2. You may be thinking, what is H2? Well, it's a Toyota fancy name for hydrogen-powered internal combustion engine, and it's looking like the future of automotive industry. So how does it work? The GR Corolla H2 is equipped with 1.6-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine, but with a twist that it runs on hydrogen. To make this happen, Toyota uses a thick armored fuel tank to store the highly flammable hydrogen technology, which they picked up from their FCEV, the Mirror. And the company also claims that with 5 kg of hydrogen, the car can be driven up to 300 miles and in turn it will emit 50 liters of water. This talks about being environmental friendly. Now let's just talk about the power of the engine. Toyota has teamed up with Yamaha Motor to create a hydrogen fueled V8 engine. That's right, a V8 engine that will run on hydrogen, and it will produce 455 horsepower and 398 pound-feet of torque. But what is the real showstopper? The real showstopper is 8-in-1 top-mounted exhaust manifold that creates unique high-frequency sound. And if that's not enough, hydrogen-powered car can also have a higher range, faster refueling times compared to electric vehicles. That is, such cars only require 90 seconds to refuel. Plus, it reduces the need of limited supply materials like lithium and nickel, which our Corolla H2 is definitely something to keep an eye on. And with real-world testing already underway, it won't be long before we see these cars hitting the road. And when it does, for everything you know about electric cars, because Toyota hydrogen combustion engine has a lot of advantages over there. The big one being that it has a larger range and refueling is as fast as drag race. Now, not only is this technology beneficial to the drivers, but it is environmental friendly as well. The Corolla Cross H2 concept car is now undergoing a real world evaluation and winter road condition testing in northern Japan. And with the Japanese government's high hopes for hydrogen, they plan to have more than 2 lakh fuel cell powered vehicle on the road by 2025 and more than 8 lakh vehicle by 2030. They also plan to introduce more than 8 lakh refueling stations across the country. Now we'll talk about the sound. It's not only fantastic, but the exhaust bark is no different from a tuned gasoline powered vehicle. And with no fossil fuel to burn, Toyota's innovative hydrogen engine emits nearly no CO2. Sure, it does produce a certain number of noxious gas, but significantly less than a pure gasoline car. So let's just talk about the safety. Toyota's got that covered too. They have added stronger connecting rods, harder valves and valve seats and fuel injectors that uses gas instead of liquid. So you can ride with confidence knowing that safety is a top priority. Let's go to nitty-gritty. What are the benefits of this technology? Well, let's start with the main drawback of electric cars, which is charging. We have all heard the horror stories, but with hydrogen, it's not a big deal. Just like an IC car, hydrogen takes 90 seconds to fill up. And although there aren't many outlets right now supplying it, they normally integrate well with traditional gas stations. Plus, the small battery in GR Yaris S2 requires fewer material like lithium or nickel, making it even more environmental friendly.